Hi, I'm Veronica Vance. Coming up, we show you some of Detroit Restaurant Week's deals and good eats. We tour the D by bike, by foot, and by boat. And then we check out Detroit as a college town in Part 2 at Wayne State. So stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
Hey, did you know that downtown Detroit has over 100 restaurants, and we are downtown to get a little sample of Detroit Restaurant Week and see what some of these fine dining establishments have to offer. What exactly does Restaurant Week mean?
Restaurant Week is a program that we've worked on with the restaurants to provide a 3-course fixed price meal for the low price of $30 per person, and it allows them a chance to come to a restaurant that maybe they've never even heard of before.
All right, well, I'm going to get my taste buds salivating and I'll go try some of these great things. Thank you so much, Dana. So up first on our stop for Detroit Restaurant Week is Roma Cafe. I'm right at the tip of Eastern Market on Riopelle, and this restaurant has been here forever. They're a legendary, authentic Detroit Italian restaurant serving up authentic cuisine. It's going to be so good. Let's go inside and take a look.
We have been here since 1890.
What's the recipe for your success?
Well, besides our wonderful spaghetti sauce, I just think it's a feeling of making this place always seem like home. My mother is Sicilian and my father is Northern Italian, so this is kind of a blend. So you'll see a little bit of both dishes on the menu.
Take me on a little tour?
Sure. The Roma is divided into 3 separate rooms. This is the entranceway when you come in our old coat room. Been there for years and years with a secret little window in there that used to be used during Prohibition to look into the bar area.
How fun.
The back bar is actually older than the restaurant. We refer to this as the upstairs dining room, just up a few steps. Then this room is also used lunch and dinner.
Okay.
Then in this room, we call it the Vatican room because we have the picture of the Vatican in the back.
Wow. Okay, well, this was completely unplanned, but if I were here, this is exactly what I would order.
Oh.
Calamari and gnocchi all the way, my favorite Italian dishes, and these are on the menu for Restaurant Week.
Yes, both are. The fried calamari and the gnocchi with the palomino sauce. It is one of the vegetarian items. I'm not a vegetarian, but it's one of my favorite items also.
Looks so lightly battered.
We do it in a very light batter and not a heavy crust on it.
It was so light.
Good. It's one of our biggest sellers.
It's wonderful. It's one of my son's favorite dishes too. Calamari
Very
and
good.
chicken. He's a little boy.
That's great. That's great.
That is fabulous. And then this, you say a palomino sauce. This is.
It is a tomato with a very light cream and basil in it, and a little bit of a tomato sauce on top of it. So our gnocchis are homemade.
Wow.
And not
so
frozen.
Delicate, so light. This is just fabulous, and Restaurant Week is just a great reason to come in here and sample these dishes and more for just really a great deal.
Thank you.
It's fabulous.
Manja.
Manja. And our second stop is right here in Paradise Valley at the Detroit Seafood Market.
We have fresh seafood, and we prep it all here. So all it comes in raw and fresh. We just love what we're doing here.
Oh, well, Chef Leonardo, this looks fabulous. And you know, seafood is one of my favorite things to eat. And this is part of what you can get for Detroit Restaurant Week.
This is a small part of it,
This is a small part. So then if you flip over your Detroit Restaurant Week menu, you've got recommended wines on the back, correct?
Yes, we paired a few good wines with our entrees. For an additional $20, you get 3 glasses of different wines of your selection.
Well, that's nice. So you're like doing the work for the customer, and
Correct.
it's a good value, and you get 3 different ones that complement each course.
Yes.
Awesome. not a bad deal either.
No, it's not.
This would be your appetizer, and what? This
Yes.
is one of
Those
4.
are crab croquettes.
Crab croquettes.
And that's made with lump crab meat, blue lump crab meat, a little bit of seasoning and spices in it, and we serve it with sweet
nice.
chili sauce.
Oh, with a little kick to it then.
Yes, it does.
Mm. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, it's got a kick. It's a spice. It's
Yes.
wonderful. Oh, that works so well together.
This dish here is what we have is we have lobster meat that we saute that along with just a touch of garlic and a little white wine and heavy cream. And then we toss it all together with fettuccine pasta and a little Parmesan cheese.
Okay, now I'm going to taste this. Oh, it's heavenly. Oh, it's wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh, this is just cooked to perfection.
Thank you.
Oh, I taste the garlic in there and the cream.
Yes.
Oh, it's wonderful.
We have our triple chocolate mousse torte.
It's too pretty to eat.
Yes, there's 3 different chocolates here. You have a white chocolate, then we have like a mocha chocolate, and then a chocolate cake on the
Mocha
bottom.
chocolate.
Yes.
You knew I was coming.
Yes.
You put it on the menu just for me.
Chocolate and raspberry sauce.
Oh, that is just perfect. That's a perfect ending to just a perfect meal. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Given this wonderful taste of Detroit Restaurant Week, and if you don't mind, I'm just going to indulge a
Go
little
right
bit more
ahead,
here.
enjoy.
So I'm on Washington Boulevard, right outside the Weston Book Cadillac, right next to Michael Simon's Roast. And yes, he's part of Restaurant Week, but there's also another restaurant in here called 24 Grill. They're part of Restaurant Week too, so come on, let's go inside and check it out. We're on the first floor of the Weston Book Cadillac. We serve lunch and dinner. We serve Sunday brunch. We have beautiful happy hour offerings Monday through Friday from 3 to 6:30. What do we have here?
So we have the apple salad, which is actually my favorite menu on the salad. Mixed greens with pickled strawberries, some Granny Smith apple hazelnuts, a little bit of cheese, and an apple cider vinaigrette.
This is an all year long thing that we can get.
Yes, it is.
Looks really good. Oh, a little tangy. It's very good.
Gets you right here.
And a pickled strawberry.
Pickled strawberry.
Oh, that adds a nice tang. Oh, that's delicious.
Thank you. I agree. This is our duck confit, duck leg. It's being served with cauliflower, cauliflower raisin puree, a little wilted spinach, and some pine nuts.
Now, is this something that is on your menu year long as well, or is this a special for
It
Detroit?
makes occasional appearances on our dinner menu, but it's not here all
Yeah,
around.
duck is not something you see on
Yeah.
menus too often here.
I'll try a little bite with you.
Well, that is very good. What a nice reason too to come down just to try something kind of different and
Absolutely. This is one of our desserts.
a work of art.
It is a jiggly work of art. This is our buttermilk panna cotta. It's a bacon berry compote.
Bacon
Berry compote, yeah. And garnished with a fresh mint leaf.
So this is exciting and new for me. I just That is wonderful.
Good, thank you.
Woman, thank you so much.
Thank you. It was very nice to meet you.
Fabulous, and I'm going to go back to it.
Yeah, finish,
Enjoy.
please. I expect 3 clean plates.
So hey, we're known for great cuisine in the D, so check out what our innovative chefs are doing during Detroit Restaurant Week, and just one more reason to come experience downtown. We may not think of Detroit as a college town, but by all rights we are. We've got top universities right here in an urban setting, surrounded by cars, culture, gaming, music, and sports, all right here in the D. I'm right here in the heart of Midtown and the campus of Wayne State University. And Midtown itself is a cultural gem of Detroit, on top of having Wayne State right here in the action.
Wayne State is pretty unique because we're right in Midtown, so I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so right across the street is the DIA, Detroit Institute of Arts, and they're always having events. And then another museum is the Museum of Contemporary Arts Detroit, which is also right across the street, and they also do a lot of different events, so that's really fun too.
There's places like the Bronx, Motor City Brewery, Shangri-La, Cass Cafe. Those are great places to eat.
Wayne State University is the state of Michigan's only urban research university. We have the highest Carnegie Research Institution rating that a research university can achieve.
How many students go here? How large is it?
At this time, we have about 29,000 students.
That's big.
Right now, we're in the center of what we refer to as main campus, and then we also have the medical school campus just a few blocks away. You can't get this urban experience at any of the other top-tier universities in the state of Michigan. 1, 2, 3.
So not only are you guys supplying nightlife and students that are keeping the city vibrant, but you're also providing entertainment for outsiders, correct?
Indeed, yes. Along with athletics, we're the two units of the university that bring the most audiences, so to speak, into campus to see what's going on at Wayne State. And so we have a number of theatrical performances going on throughout the year at the Hillberry, the Bonsdale, and the Studio Theaters. And then our dancers perform inside Old Main here. There's a dance theater called the Alice Dance Theater that they perform in there.
What we've got going on behind us is fencing, which is something really unique that not a lot of places offer.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the sports that's traditionally had a lot of success at Wayne State over the years. A lot of national champions have come out of Wayne State. So in the fencing world, Wayne State is actually pretty well known. But there's 17 different sports across fall, winter, and spring seasons.
That's a lot.
Football, football Saturday is a unique afternoon here on the Wayne State campus. Volleyball, cross country, sports, women's tennis. In the winter term, obviously the basketball. We have a great swimming program, and then in the spring, of course, your baseball, your softball, your men's tennis, your golf. And we've added women's indoor and outdoor track and also women's golf. So a number of sports across both genders.
You are currently at the Wayne State University School of Medicine, and going on here is our surgical training program, and what we're doing is teaching medical students and residents the core technical skills for surgery. Critically important that our students have an opportunity to learn laparoscopic procedures. Through this instrumentation, we are now in our simulation lab area of our Cato Family Clinical Skills Center. And the Clinical Skills Center is comprised of 4 large simulation labs, as well as 20 exam rooms. These medical students are actually going through a simulation.
Can you tell me where it is that it's hurting you?
This is our emergency medicine clerkship director, Dr. Kamujian, and he is the voice of the mannequin.
Can you continue chest compressions? Okay. Clear? All clear?
Our graduate student programs are really training the scientists of the future. These are our PhD programs. We have many programs, one of which is our cancer biology program.
When you think of the D, think of top universities in a vibrant urban setting, which just add to the overall flavor of the D. There are plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit this month, and our calendar of events is up next to point you in the right direction. Head to Shane Park for the funky and unique Universe Soul Circus, and Plymouth welcomes autumn with their Fall Festival. Visit Rochester's Art and Apples Festival, then head to the Deli in the Alley Party for good eats and music. Greenfield Village revs up for the Old Car Festival, then see the newest water trends at the Boating and Outdoor Festival. Step back in time at the Northville Victorian Festival, and Detroit Restaurant Week is back with discount dining. Explore historic Detroit sites on 2 wheels, then keep a lookout for the city's creative side at the Design Festival. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT. There are a lot of great ways to get out and tour the D, and today we're going to show you 3 different ways to explore. We're going to do it by bike, by foot, and by kayak. And up first, we're right here on the riverfront, and we're going to start at the Wheelhouse Detroit. Let's go. So it's a great atmosphere here that really lends itself to bike riding. We're right off the Detroit River. They've got all their bikes out, a big selection. Now I'm going to head inside and find out what I need to do to rent one. Hi, so I am here to rent a bike.
Great. Hi, welcome to the Wheelhouse. I'm Kelly.
Okay, thanks. Should we take a look at
Yeah,
what I
let's
need?
go outside.
Well, Kelly's got a big selection of bikes.
Absolutely.
Do you kind of help the renter determine what they need?
Sure. So we have single-speed cruisers that are very comfortable. They're coaster brakes. They've got baskets, bigger seats. We can also set you up with a child seat or a trailer. So these are great for families as well.
That's nice. Okay.
We have 7-speed, which are great. They're also very comfortable, but you can get a little bit more miles on it. We have tandem bikes. We have adult tricycles. Helmets and locks are included at no additional price.
Okay.
And the rentals start at $15 for 2 hours. We also do guided bike tours. So we do thematic tours such as architecture, urban planning, urban agriculture, public art, and many more. And then we also visit neighborhoods like Hamtramck and Corktown.
So those are typically a 2-hour tour, guided tour.
3 hours.
3 hour
Yep,
guided
3
tour.
hours.
And you rent the bike for that, or do you bring your own bike? I mean,
Either way.
Either way.
Either
okay.
way. So if you're more comfortable on your own bike, that's wonderful. If you'd like to use one of ours, we can set you up, no problem.
And if you just want to go off on your own, you just can go and tour the city or the riverfront.
Yep, the DeQuinder Cut is a great. A lot of people like to go to Belle Isle. That's a great destination. Or even we'll set you up with a lock, and you can take the bike and go to MoCat or the DIA or some other cultural destination.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I will be back in 2 hours.
Have a great time.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Thanks for coming out. Enjoy the city.
Well, I know you can take the bike anywhere and tour the city, but I really like being along the riverfront, feeling the breeze, coming off the water, enjoying this sunny day. I'm going to take advantage of being right here on the Riverwalk. So what's great is just outside the Wheelhouse Detroit's doorsteps is the Milliken State Park and Harbor. You can ride in here either through the park or right along the Riverwalk, and that's where I'm going to start. Kelly picked out just the right bike for cruising. So what's nice too is that in the park here, they've got different things you can stop and look at. They've got a statue here. You can read about him. This is Peter Stroh, businessman, philanthropist, Stroh's Brewery. You can stop along here and they say smell the roses, but I'm going to stop right here at Lily Pad Lane. They've got this water habitat right here. So I'm down here looking for pollywogs, and I found quite a few over there. Almost frogs. They're on their way. Look at that. There's a ton of them in there. So what's nice is you get to share this beautiful walkway with so many people out enjoying it. You got runners, joggers, walkers, rollerbladers. Look at this. They've got picture perfect. A family out here enjoying the lookout points along the Riverwalk. It's fabulous. Checking out Canada. So I soaked up the sun along the Riverwalk. Now I'm off to return my bike, and then I'm heading over to the Detroit Experience Factory for a walking tour. Well, I'm ready for the walking part of my tour now. I'm on Monroe Street, just a couple blocks down the road from Campus Martius Park, outside of the Welcome Center of the Detroit Experience Factory. And I'm loving the name.
Welcome to Detroit Experience Factory.
Hi.
Hi, I'm John.
John, Veronica,
Nice to
and
meet you.
I've heard a lot of great things about the place.
Yeah.
Tell me about the Detroit Experience Factory.
So Detroit Experience Factory, we are a nonprofit, and we highlight Detroit as an exceptional place to live, work, and engage. And we do that by connecting people to people, places, and projects that make that a reality. So we do everything from running a welcome center right here in downtown Detroit, where you can find us at 123 Monroe. Or we put together great resources to help people get to know Detroit. And then, of course, we do tours of the city as well. So we do everything from walking tours, bus tours, scavenger hunts, strolling suppers, bar tours, you name it, we can do it.
The whole gamut. You do
gamut.
scavenger tours?
Scavenger
Those
hunts,
are so
yeah.
hot right now. How fun.
If people can't make it to any of our free tours that we have throughout the week, we offer this as a self-guided tour. So this will give you a guide to walk around downtown Detroit and find out some really cool facts about the city. This is the checklist of the 304 bars and restaurants that are in greater downtown. One thing that we're doing right now is called our Checklist Challenge. We have people go to these places, take pictures of themselves with something they've bought there, then they use the hashtag DXF Challenge and tag us at We Know Detroit. And whoever goes to the most every week gets a prize, whoever goes to the most every month gets a prize, and the overall winner gets a night stay at the Marriott Hotel, a private bar tour, and gift certificates to local bars and restaurants.
Wow, so what's the time frame on this? Is this?
So it started June 1st and it goes through September 1st, and we're going to do it every year.
So if I want to do some walking tour, where do you recommend we start, John?
Well, I think we should head over to Campus Martius Park.
Oh, not too far away either.
Not too
All right.
far. So here you can see the fountain. That was actually designed by the same people that did the Bellagio fountain in Las Vegas. That's got 100 jets. It can shoot water 100 feet in the air, and it can continue for 48 hours without ever repeating the same pattern. And then at the south end of the park, so there's actually sand over there, and there's a beach bar where you can hang out, you can get drinks. So it's great fun for people of all ages. You've got live music all the time, you've got the beautiful fountain, you've got the beach.
We've got a gelato shop over there,
Yeah.
so this is like the happening
This
spot.
is the place to be. So we're just off Paradise Valley Park, also used to be known as Harmony Park, and there's some great shops on this section of Grand River. We're just passing Spectacles, which has been here for over 30 years.
Wow.
Jose's Tacos is a new fantastic place for Mexican food right in downtown Detroit. Zarkpa's is, I don't spend a lot of time there because it's mostly a purse shop.
Purses. I might like that.
But if I was to buy a purse, I'd be right here at Zarkpa's.
Oh, yeah, cute stuff.
And then as we move down further, you've got Steve's Deli, which is a fantastic place for deli-style sandwiches. And my new favorite place to have lunch downtown is Cilantro.
Something smells so good.
Yeah,
Just,
so
oh,
it could be any one of these
It
places.
could be any one. Cilantro.
Cilantro is another brand new place that is opened up by a former chef from Wolfgang Puck.
Oh. What, so it's like the fresh sandwiches? And
Fresh
that sort of
sandwiches,
things?
paninis, and things. And then Pop-It Shop here is where you can buy all sorts of tobacco-related items.
No tobacco.
No tobacco.
No tobacco. And DSE, where he designed his own T-shirts and sells them in this shop.
Wow, all this stuff in it. So
Yeah.
this is typical. You take people on a tour along here as well?
We always try and highlight locally owned businesses because we feel that's a very important part of living in Detroit.
Okay, so we've done the circle.
So we are back on after a very short tour. Our normal tour has gone for much longer than that. Did you enjoy the tour?
I loved it.
So I think the easiest way to sum that up is to say that Detroit is big enough where it matters to the world, but small enough where you can matter in it. And I really feel that holds true.
Nicely put, nicely put.
Right?
Well, John,
Thank you so much for coming out.
Yes, thank you so much. And so last but not least, I promised you we were going to kayak, and that's what we're going to do. I'm on Belle Isle, and we're going to meet up with Riverside Kayaks. Come on.
So we've been down in Wyandotte for 11 years. We've been doing tours on the Detroit River for 11 years, 7 of those tours in Detroit, and we've been doing rentals of kayaks in Elizabeth Park on the weekends. Now we're expanding to Belle Isle for 7 days a week, which will include kayaks, canoes, stand-up paddleboards, and bicycles. We're going to be located in the Flint Pavilion. It's the old skating pavilion, so it'll be the canals that are on Belle Isle. So pretty much any age group, very family oriented. You don't ever have to have been in a kayak or canoe before, and we'll help you get started.
So explain to me the different types of kayaks, because I wouldn't know what to pick.
So,
you would help me, right?
Yeah, so for a lot of beginners, they're kind of intimidated for being being inside a closed cockpit. So we're going to encourage a lot of people to use the sit on top kayak, where you're sitting on top of the boat. So if it did capsize, which rarely happens, but you would just climb back on top. And then when we do our tours, so we're doing a little bit more, you're going to be in a little bit bigger water. We do the sit in sides, a little more sophisticated boat, which is more appropriate for bigger water. But we do have both options, so people can choose which works better for them.
So what do I need to do?
So come out here, we can help you. We'll get you set up, fit a life jacket to you, fit the proper size paddle, get a boat that's right for you. If you really want to do a little bit more than just a rental, we can offer classes too. The hardest thing is usually getting in and out of the boat, so we're going to help you with that part. And then give you a couple pointers how to hold the paddle, and then away you go.
And away you go. Thanks, Tiffany. Well, this has got to be the most relaxing way I've toured the city today. I love that I'm out here on the Detroit River, but I'm not dealing with the choppy waters. You can see the buildings and the wildlife all mixed together again. So now I'm heading this direction. I see the RenCen building down there, the park. It's just a beautiful view. So we showed you 3 great ways to tour all the beauty of the D today. We've done it by bike, by foot, and by boat. And the great thing is you can do them as guided tours, or you can go off and do a little exploring on your own. Getting the hang of this. Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you would like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So until I see you next time, go and explore on your own and discover the D. To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.